Welcome to another episode of Wren's Wasteland Camp Reviews / Dumpster Fires, the Commonwealth. Let's see what we can find today. We are right now at White Spring Station. Just over here we have a camp that spawned in as I did. It is Kuju 2323's camp. As you can tell, it's a vendor primarily. Or at least it's set up to be a, look like one. He's got it his tinker's
You following me,
bench,
pal?
a few other workbenches, a chair, a follower, some food, a shower. I don't understand what the point of putting out any of this decoration is on a camp that doesn't really have any kind of style. I mean, it's basically like somebody set up a roadside vendor and then forgot to put out the vendor.
Is the key to life. Gotta
You look at the
focus.
camp icon, they've got a vault, but they don't actually have anything as far as vendors put out at all. So it's like, woohoo! You're occupying space. You're at one of the prime locations for most people to travel through. You don't even have vendors out to sell anything to them. Either you're all full on caps or you just don't understand the nature of what you're doing. Okay, let's go check out Godric's camp. This guy's selling weapons. And he's right over here in White Springs. He at least has a vendor out. See if he has anything else. Alright. Sand trap. This is a golf course. That is the contemporary house set. That is the most recent companion from the most recent scoreboard. God, I hope they give us somebody better. This one is slightly floating in the corner, but then again, it's also sitting in the middle of a sand trap. A few guns. Deal with the locals. Decoration wise, it's got a bit. This is a camp from somebody that has Fallout first. Nope, not picking it to get inside. Not worth my time to be wanted on this server yet. They haven't double walled the interior of the camp. Some of the walls don't even have wallpaper on them. I'll be honest with you, this place is one of those things that I could break into, but I don't really see a point in doing it. Because although it is a camp, it is not there. It's not really done well enough for me to actually care. We got a workroom out here. Let's take a look at the second floor. They've got a bunch of empty cases. So he's a wannabe collector with no collection. Okay. Alright, so on a scale of 1 to 10, the one up there by the White Springs rail station that was there a minute ago is, I'll go ahead and say we'll give it a 2. This one here is also a 2, because although it has potential, it hasn't achieved anything yet. Let's check out Paladin Dance's cosplay camp. Yeah, they're reaching here for names on this server. I hate to say it. Paladin Dance's Cosplay Camp. That's a reference to Fallout 4 for all those people that haven't played it yet. I recommend playing through at least once because there's at least one good ending in the game. There's actually 3 endings, I think, or 4 endings possible. All of it's written pretty shitty after a certain point, though, so not gonna lie. There are better games to play. So this one is built up to be Brotherhood of Steel. With a little bit of Enclave. They don't have any power armor on display yet. This is their workroom. They have gone to a lot of trouble decorating it. It does look pretty good. And this one up here is just a prefab they haven't even bothered to decorate yet. They've got out some barricades, a few crops, which at least they put them on the ground versus putting them in tiles. Their workbench is back here. They have no real defenses up to speak of, which, I mean, if you're going to build a Brotherhood of Steel place, at least put turrets up that look like they tried to defend the damn thing. Asymptomatic up here. I mean, these things are turret platforms. They are made for turrets. Build a wall around your thing, fortify it up a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is a good start, but there's nothing here. And they even threw down like multiple of these things. I'm pretty sure there's like 3 of them stacked there to make it that height. Oh well. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 2. Because although this thing shows the potential that they have, the fact that they haven't done anything with it tells me that they're probably doing other shit at the moment, which is cool, but I'm not going to give you a score on a completed camp when you don't actually have one. That's just not the kind of guy I am. I wouldn't give you an A on a test either if you were, you know, obviously not taking the damn thing. Well, let's see. Lemmy Killmeister's camp. Holy shit, this is actually kind of funny. A friend of mine and I were talking about Motorhead earlier yesterday, actually. About his first band, which I think is called Hawkwind. Now, the name Motorhead came from a song that was done by Hawkwind. Wow, this is kind of a letdown, dude. I mean, yeah, I mean, Lemmy Kilmeister's camp. It's the place, but and he doesn't have a lot of bad prices. I mean, he has a bunch of maps for sale if you want to buy the. Let's see. It looks like how many were there? Number 2, he's got like 1,000 of them for 5 caps apiece. So that's 5,000 caps right there. You will recoup your money if you buy these, by the way, because you'll get at least 3 to 5 caps off of every pull. But I mean, just check this out. It's like, woo! And don't get me wrong, I love building on this kind of stuff, but this is the dumpster fire out of dumpster fires for these camps today. Not because this one's particularly bad, because it's not. It's just not particularly here either. It's like everybody on this server decided to stick their head up their butt and not actually build their camp. That was a horrible thing to say. By the way, this is where that node is, I'm pretty sure, for that camp. For those maps. But anyway. So, yay. So a bunch of number 2s. And one that I would genuinely say is just a shithole. Man. Crap. Okay, that's 3. Let's see if Actually, that's 4. Let's go ahead and look for number 5 and see if we can find something that might actually be a decent camp. Okay. I swear this looks like a trap. We'll go here and check it out. Maybe it is. Maybe I'll die. That would be so refreshing at this point. But no, no. It's actually a decent camp, though. I mean, look at that. They used a pre-existing structure. They have the wood extractor right here for resources. They have a really cool little room here for some workbenches. Some other cool things around here. I mean, that's already here. But, got some more workbenches, some apartments.
Greetings, darling.
Oh, dude. This one's actually fairly nice, except for this thing being up here, which, don't get me wrong, I love this workbench, but this should always be on the ground unless you're using it like a sign. And if you're using it like a sign, you should have it printed on the side of the wall of the car. Some really awesome stuff. This is FlyJ12138. They got a bunch of maps too. Some decent stuff. A little high on the price range for my taste. But hey, if it's stuff that you need, you're looking for it, the Vampire's Radium Rifle wouldn't be bad. I just love the fact that they used a pre-existing structure and they kind of incorporated it into their build, and they kind of tried to make it look kind of cool. And the place doesn't look like somebody puked up a pink and purple box. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad. And since I rate everything on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to go ahead and give this one a bright, shiny 7, because I actually like it quite a bit. Actually, I'll make this an 8. This will be an 8. Because they at least built something that looks halfway cool. It's way better than a lot of what I've seen today. Strike that. If I go based solely on what I've seen here today, this would be like a 9 or a 10. It is not a 10, however, so I will give it an 8 because that's what it really deserves. It is really a nice build, though. I mean, look at that. That is actually really cool looking. Yep, really cool looking. Anyway, this has been Rin for Rin's Wasteland Camp Reviews. Dumpster fires of the Commonwealth. We found one that's a good solid 8. I'll be honest, it's probably a 9, but yeah, it's definitely a nice camp. Much better decorated, much more fun than any of the other ones we've seen on this server so far. Anyway, as I always say, have fun. Check out the other videos on the channel. I posted a couple tutorials, some more of these Wasteland camp reviews, and a few other things floating around. Have a good day, and have fun as always. Enjoy it while you can.